Yeah. Wait a second. You get all the more groups, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Islam, y'all. Islam and peace. We finna be talking a little bit more about know what you all believe and a few other things. It's a continuation from the Facebook earlier, and we'll be posting that on the site as well. We're gonna be going over the literature. And the main purpose is because it's really the way. It's a way, and it's a way that has to be preserved so it don't get tainted for the people. You know what I'm saying? It ain't never gonna get tainted, but it's a way. And for people who claim in this way, you know, it's a reason why stuff might be working for you or might not be working for you, depending on how hard you onto the literature. It's crazy. We say nationality. People always want something to work. They want to guarantee if I come with your body politic, do it work. What y'all do it work. This is the disconnect, because I know that these people not honorable. So you can't definitively work. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Because they can violate you at any time. So when I see people guaranteeing this and that, I know it's like some type of scam. Mm-hmm. For fiat. I know fiat is somewhere in the equation. You know what I'm saying? Because can't nobody give you your divinity, your identity, your nationality. It's a birthright. It's not a joke that the literature say a lot, it's a lot that, you know, or, you know, have a persuasion you going with it. The creator, the self. Let me look at this. I went over a lot of this stuff earlier. Let me see. It is. Oh, this is more. And this is Noble Drew Ali calling us Mohammedans. Calling the Moors Mohammedans. I don't know if Facebook, you know what I'm saying, blocking or not. Who knows?
It's going pretty clear. But right now, it's still going.
It's all good. Whoever see it. They've been blocking hard. Like we say, this ain't for popularity. This ain't for numbers and, you know, this is that and other. Mm-hmm. We're not doing this for fiat. This is just a duty. And what, like I say, he's talking about where he got his delegation of authority from, which is the Holy Quran of Mecca. Mm-hmm. Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be on him. And this ain't no, it sound religious when you talk about these names if you haven't studied. They study, it just sound like a bunch of Muslims and Islamic talk. Yep. Because you ain't got one of these. You ain't got one of these to know when they talking about a believer, they talking about mu'minun. They talking about a certain group of people who was doing what y'all talking about. It's a kid. So when you talking about it, you know that this type of person is already, you know what I'm saying, official. Yep. They're not just saying it's translated as believing in English, but our original language Arabic. Mm-hmm. So who we really going off of anyway? Mm-hmm. Kafirun. Kafirun mean it's translated as unbelievable, but it mean ingrate, ungrateful. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And it's referring to Surah 2, Ayat 30 of the Holy Quran of Mecca. Shaitan told Allah, grant me respite to the day they are raised, because they had something great. I'm gonna show you they most of them some kafirs. They ungrateful. You made them better than me. Now y'all want to look at that and say it's religion when the shit playing out in your everyday life. These people ain't got nothing on us genetically. You know what I'm saying? None of that. But they dominating. They showing a lot. Like you see, they ungrateful. Yep. You gave them all these gifts. They can't even know what I'm saying. They won't even apply this, that, and the other. So it's lessons in these religions because they are teaching tools. The crime is when people give you the religion without the science behind it. So now you don't know how to operate it in your everyday, you know what I'm saying, interactions. Right. You're supposed to have divine and national, free national name and religion. Your religion is just a tool to use to put your whole law down, your whole way of life. Everything you want to do as far as your government, go under religion. Which is allegedly protected by the Constitution. And Noble Drew Ali came and made it Moore's religion to be Constitution because the Constitution is all about rights. So it's all about masters. Slaves ain't got to worry about that international document. You know what I'm saying? Which when Moors keep talking about using it and being U.S. citizens, I'm not understanding because they got a whole straw man. That's what's being charged. And if you haven't updated your straw, that thing is looking like a whole 14th Amendment U.S. citizen in a system. So if anybody need to be trying to enforce a constitution, it need to be some of you Moors that's going in there getting talked about as you the straw. But that's the conundrum because you Dre Scott. It's only gonna work if you know what I'm saying, get status. If you can make a special appearance and speak. So this is a little piece of literature. This is another page 29 of Moore's literature. And it's talking about the Holy Quran of Mecca. This ain't talking about the Circle 7 Quran. You know what I'm saying? The Circle 7 Quran ain't over 200. Whoever accused about which one is talking about. It say the Quran should be the interest of all Mohammedans, ruling over the customs and actions of over 200 million people is a work of importance, whether considered from religious, philosophical, or literary viewpoint. And when they're talking about how the Moors was getting the opposition from the Christians down here because they was Muhammad. Moor Science Temple of America has received some opposition and criticism in the main that has come from certain Christians. They have expressed themselves as being opposed to propagation of the Mohammedan religion because the promotion of the Mohammedan faith among our United States is considered by them in terms of something new. And just like the Circle 7 Quran, the Holy Quran of Mecca talk more about Yahushua than it do Prophet Muhammad.
Yep.
So you see why they was mad. You see why they was mad. And the irony, because he basically talking about freedom, you know, they oppose him, but you're supposed to have freedom of religion. Like he said on here. The door to religious freedom made by the American Constitution swings open to all. And people may enter through it and worship as they desire. This is irony. Because Noble Drew Ali was about religious freedom. Universally. Look up Divine Warning. He named every nation. Every nation doing this, except for us. He wasn't discriminating. That's what I'm saying. Who is these Moors? Because they all using Noble Drew Ali as their principle and then going off.
Yeah, no, they
So
love
he's
talking
saying
about what all Noble Drew Ali didn't do
exactly.
because they don't
Now,
even know.
irony is, Noble Drew Ali was getting discriminated against the Christians because he was saying Jesus means justice in this. We getting discriminated against by the other Moors because we are the fulfillment of these prophecies he talking about.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And we claiming Noble Drew Ali. So like Noble Drew Ali was saying Jesus was justice, and they like, no, Jesus ours. We saying Noble Drew Ali did it. They like, no, Noble Drew Ali ours.
Yep. Yep. Ain't even
I'm
possible.
like, I thought it was religious freedom. I thought it was universal.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lien on my birthright.
Mm-hmm.
It's conditions. Bruh. So, he say, without religious freedom, no search for truth will be possible. Without religious freedom, no discovery of truth will be you. Without religious freedom, religious progress will be checked, and we would no longer march forward towards the nobler life with the future holds, noble life which the future holds for the races of men. Without religious freedom, there would be no inspiration to lift our heads and gaze with fearlessness into the vast beyond, seeking a hope eternal. Shout the man on. Read this early in my life. You saying ain't no favorite in the temple. Always laid down, and everybody who claims a part of the work must be governed according. All are one. Ain't no big eyes and little U's. And this is him informing about radical speeches. I know everybody looking at me like, what? And I'll explain that while I'm on the topic. I'll explain that while I'm on the topic because Moore say a lot of stuff, right? Moore say a whole lot of stuff. We say Happy Holy Day. We say Islam. We say Islam, but we ain't Muslims. Hey, bro. You know, Muslim only means submit to the will of Allah. We say the great God of Allah, but we're not submitting to the will of, like, that's dumb. Okay. Hold up.
Nah, bro, that's part of their syrup.
I'm trying to look up the Arabic word for swine. I forgot what it was. I think it's kins. Where is it at? I can't find it, but everybody know Muslims don't eat swine. See, this is a principle I'm about to talk about. Swine is what's called haram or forbidden in Islam. Like when you seen Roots, if you watch Roots and Fiddler try to give Kunta Kinte some swine and he spit it out, threw it at him and told him grits dummy, because he had bought him grits before. That's how, you know what I'm saying? That's the connotation. Ew, get that away from me. Swine. So it's different levels, different degrees. It's swine food. Now, if you go in a definition, let me see if I can find this definition. I think it's kins.
Kenzer. K-H-I-N-Z-I-R. K-H-I-N-Z-I-R. Kenzer.
Okay. You say K-H what?
Let me give it to you right now. K-H-I-N-Z-E-R.
Oh, okay. Kinzir.
Yeah, Z-I-R, right, Z-I-R.
Where is we at? See if y'all can see this. Hold up. You see that?
A little bit. It's a little blurry, but I can see it. I'm gonna put the word up here for everybody to see, so y'all can look that up too.
Y'all look at that. It say to stink, to be evil and bad, proud, bad. I see it, bad, proud, and evil. Piggy. It means dirty, greedy, stubborn, pig-headed, obstinate, stubborn, stupidly perverse, pigsty, hog, greedy, or dirty fellow, swine, pig. Y'all see that, right? That's the Arabic for swine. So y'all think it's just food? It's an energy that's swine. And the Holy Quran, they talk about, tell Muslims or those who believe, don't eat the swine. It say the only time you eat the swine is when you starving, and then only eat just enough. You know what I'm saying? So you got to look at that. Everybody can understand that now. If it's a Muslims in Texas freezing, you know what I'm saying, and ain't got and thirsty and cold, and all they got is the neighbor come over with some swine ribs and some Budweisers, guess what? Guess who's home for dinner?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Sidney Poitier. Like, so that's the principle. So now you got new Moors. This is the principle. New Moors, they talking about you got a birthright. They just plain rich in the vast estate, and this is that and other. So we come in, and what's that? Ain't nothing to eat. You told me it was a whole buffet in here. You mean ain't nothing to eat in here?
Right.
So me and bro and I was like, you know what? Ain't nothing to eat, but it's some ribs back there, bro. I think it's swine, but hey. So when we did the principle, now they like, hey, they eating swine. Like what? What was left to eat? And this is what's meant by balance. We just trying to matter. Now all that sound bad and evil, don't it? Pig, swine, greedy, stubborn, obstinate, pig-headed, right? I know they the hell out the video. Now watch this. Prophecies and canons of Noble Drew Ali. This is why I ask people, do they read the? Because then I wouldn't seem so foreign. Watch this. That on the screen for them. Let them see that. If y'all can see this. Before the end time, I'm going to lower down the evil spirits and let them in. I wonder why. This Noble Drew Ali, y'all. I would like to save half the people, but I'm going to try to save a fourth of the people. There's just going to be saved. I can count them on my fingers and have fingers left over. So if you read the literature and you saying Noble Drew Ali is your wali, which I'm going to get to what a wali is. You saying Noble Drew Ali is your wali. You know that only a handful are going to be saved. So Moors is talking about national what? And you wonder why we can't get to the details? Because we ain't talking Noble Drew Ali. We're not talking the path. And Moors want to skip over this, but they don't know they don't know the definition of what principles mean. Principles is like stuff that you can't just get over. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what? I know it's petty, but it's the principle.
It's law.
You know what I'm saying?
It's law.
It's just who I am type stuff. I just couldn't take the job. I just couldn't do that. I couldn't take that role. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever the case may be. You know, I couldn't be the teacher's pet, or I couldn't be the boss's pet, inspire on the rest of the workers. It was just the principle. I knew it was a raise, but you know, that just ain't me. You know, I just can't live like that. This is the principle of Agent Smith in the Matrix. Once he seen that everything was fake, he didn't find meaning in life unless he could get somebody else to think like him to bring back.
Yep.
And like obviously the Noble Drew Ali. Here you go again. How long is Divine and National Movement? You got a lot of people talking about the Divine National Movement now. They ain't talking about a lot of them. They use Noble Drew Ali to get in the dough. Noble Drew Ali was talking about.
Yeah, they use Divine to hook you. So they say.
Yeah. So now it's the movement. What movement? What movement y'all get? Because this one his. Wasn't nobody saying Divine and National till he showed up. Now everybody got a Divine and National movement? Or y'all just, you know, he ain't here, so we just, you know, it's this now. Bro. Man, told you what it was. Yeah, he told you what it was.
The new Moors read that, they ain't trying to, you know, they already did that. They think all this stuff already happened. They, you know, this Prince or King woo wop the bam.
This what I'm trying to warn y'all, especially some of y'all that's trying to do these processes. Okay. Especially y'all that's trying to do these processes. I looked at them forms that stuff we was talking about yesterday. I would advise you not, and everybody you know who did it, not to do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just put it like, I ain't gonna go through all the explanation. Well, I am gonna go through all the explanation because I'm finna show it on here. But I'm not really, you know what I'm saying, showing it for you. I'm showing it for all other people so they can know. But for them people, I advise you not to do that. And I'm going to hit chapter 18 of U.S. Code real quick. I'll see the title. Probably don't want to be doing this. Nah, before I even get into this, bro, about 2 hours ago, I got pulled over by the police, right? I put it on my story on Facebook. You know, I'm smoking big blunts.
Yeah.
So I'm riding. I see him. I know I'm going. I know, you know, they threw these the dicks too. I see them. They coming by me, and you know how you make eye contact, and it's like, damn.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't really damn. I was looking at them, and I was thinking like, well, if they pull me over, I ain't finna do nothing but talk nationality.
Right.
Bro, why I get like 2 blocks ahead and they ass behind me? I hurried up, pull over. Now the car, I ain't gonna say that. The stuff already ain't even straight on the car yet. I'll just say it like that. You know what I'm saying? So they come up. I done already pulled over, window down, hands out the window, put the blunt down. You know what I'm saying? I got I ain't got my fez on. I got regular hat on. He come, is this your car? I'm like, yeah, this is my car. He like, I just stopped you because you wasn't making four. I'm like, it's all good, it's all good. What's up? He like, do you have a FOIA card? And I'm like, I ain't got no guns, none of that shit. Smell like you just got a little weed. You mind if I, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, no, look, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? He like, turn the car off. I got out. He trying to be so careful, right? Once he seen my ID, the state ID,
right,
with that eel on the back, you know what I'm saying? He already was acting careful with the shit anyway. But once he seen that, it was like, all right, go get out then. And I came out, got around to the back, right? So his partner come out. Yeah, his partner come out. He looking at my car and shit. He looking at whatever. Now look, this they looking at me and they mind this a nigga with green hair. You know what I'm saying? With a Laker hat.
Right.
Smoking blunts.
Yeah.
Driving a BMW. You know what I'm saying? They get me to the back of the car. So dude like, yeah. The other ones come like, yeah, we not, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, it's okay. Calm down. I'm a Moor. He like, what you mean? I'm like, Moorish American? You don't know about Moors?
Right.
He like, no, I never heard of it. I know his ass lying.
Yeah, I know he lying.
I'm like, look, bro, I know y'all under a lot of pressure. I know it's a lot of people trying to fake more and got y'all that. He like, what is? He like, bro, what is it?
Right.
It was over with.
Yeah, just a second.
It was over with. Ain't no license. Ain't none of that shit. You know I ain't got no license. Ain't none of that. We in the back. I'm showing his ass House Resolution 0689. I'm telling his ass, nigga, this ancient Egypt, this, that, and the other. Woo out the bam. You know what I'm saying? The other one, he came back. He didn't really want to hear that shit. He want to leave. Right. And he like, yeah, it's cool, bro. It's cool. You know, we didn't mean it. And I'm like, bro, it's all good. I'm like, look this up. These Caucasians. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I got back in my car. Did the little, know what I'm saying? Showed everybody their ass was right behind me and sparked my blunt up and went on to my destination. Went on to my destination smoking the blunt.
Yep.
This is what I'm talking about when people keep asking me, do it work. And I'm like, nigga, do you work? You talking about do the paperwork work. I ain't had no paperwork. I had my nationality card. Everything was on string. You know what I'm saying? With the state ID. You know what I'm saying? I had, my reputation preceded me. They probably looked in the shit and seeing who I was anyway. Because once they look up the name, the number connected to the name, so it's looking up whole file, all the cases. So what I'm coming to is it's refreshing to their ass when they come, because now they know the other side of this thing. They know the Moors who just doing whatever they want to do. They seeing the Noble Drew Ali Moors is competent in every situation. Even when I got green hair smoking a blunt. It ain't a big deal. The worst thing, you gonna write me a ticket? Because I thought I was gonna have to go in with some more harder information. It wasn't even that. It was just the energy. They was like, damn, he's so calm. Like, he ain't even, like, this just regular. Like, this nigga so cool about the shit. Like, fuck it. Right. It's just a blunt.
Yeah. No
harm, no foul. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm like, shit. I'm like, that was perfect. Because I've been wanting to try. I've been wanting to try that ever since I've been more into the metaneta and that tree of life. So that was me being myself. That was me being myself. Now, we in the false impersonation. Now, number one, whoever falsely and willfully represents himself to be a citizen of the United States should be found under this title and in prison not more than 3 years or both. How many Moors talking about how Moorish they is, still got a slave name legally and still using it? That's labeled United States citizen. Facts. Now I can go right to Drea Scott, point 4 and 5, and it's going to show you that you can't be a U.S. citizen according to how they got you labeled. I wouldn't be trying to be one no way. because I can go right to Noble Drew Ali literature. If it pop up, I got a circle 7 up here. See if that pop up in a little time. But I can go right to it and tell you how this melt pot stuff, you know, as far as leaving our ancestral names and stuff, that ain't what's happening. That ain't what's happening. Nationality need to be applied heavily. Officer or employee of the United States. You don't want to be impersonating y'all. I'm gonna go down the list. Whoever falsely or pretends to be an officer or employee acting under the authority of the United States or any department. That cover IRS, Treasury, all that shit.
Any and everything.
Agency, officer thereof, and acts as such or in such pretended character demands or obtains any money. Demands or obtains any money. Paper, document, or thing of value shall be fined under this title or in prison not more than 3 years or both.
Yeah.
Y'all want to take that chance?
But you see, but here, you see where the trick came in with if it worked, because it said demands or receives.
Yep.
So that meant even if it did go through.
See, what you're gambling on is their honorableness.
Right.
You gambling on them not saying nothing, allowing you to do it. Which I'm not understanding when all the Moors got a war mentality towards them. It's like, which one is we trying to do? Because we trying to get their fiat, or is we trying to do this? Like, which I'm not understanding. Is we peace and friendship, or is it is it army fatigues and, you know what I'm saying? Tupac, you know what I'm saying? Hit him up and you know what I'm saying? Which one? We schizophrenic like a mug. I'm like, damn. And I'm starting to see that it's whatever energy you apply.
Yep.
Ever since I had my case, I started with war energy. You know, I don't trust them like nobody else. But I'm just going off the last time. I'm going off, I'm using the 9 on their ass. Because they 9 10s anyway. That's what they going off. That's why they keep records of everything. That's their number 10. Oh, so you don't want to be impersonating an officer of no agency, trying to get no fiat. Let's see. Officer making arrests. Whoever falsely represents himself to be an officer, agent, or employee of the United States, and in such assumed character arrest or detain any person or any manner of such person, building, or any property of any person, shall be found on this title in prison not more than 3 years. I've seen like 3 years for all this stuff. So for y'all that want to be sheriffs and whatever else, talking about you the real U.S.
Yeah. But bro, sometimes I'm like, y'all know this shit fraud. Like when you seen that check, when you look at that check, and you know they always use that that
They don't know it's fraud.
The homeless person mailbox, the general mail delivery.
Bro, they don't know. But somehow
you gotta use some fake. You gotta use a fake address. Like you should hear that when somebody tell you in the process, like, okay, hold up.
Bro,
if this your shit,
somehow we gonna be the bad guys for warning them before they do it. That's how it works. You know what I'm saying? Look, whoever falsely personates any true lawful holder of any share or sum in the public stocks or debt of the United States, or any title to any annuity, dividend, pitches, wages, or other debt due from the United States in under color of such false personation, transfers or endeavors to transfer such public stock or any part thereof, or receives or endeavors to receive the money of such true and lawful holder there. Y'all notice that secure party credit, lawful holder, and it's in the Black's Law Dictionary that these definitions exist. I'm saying, where's the proof that niggas ain't getting locked up for doing it?
Mm-hmm.
This is why I say you got to bet on them being honorable.
Yep.
Holder thereof, or the money of any person really entitled to receive such annuity, dividend, pension, wages, or other debt shall be found in this title in prison. Let me guess, not more than 3 years? Oh, 5 years. Or both. Okay, they going up. We getting hot.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't even got to get to the foreign diplomats and all this other stuff. Y'all see what not to do.
Right.
I definitely don't want to hear no new scam from people who was talking about Delorean. Like what?
Bro.
We still ain't over that one.
Bro. That shit fizzle, bro. That shit fizzle. Everybody talked about it. Everybody talked about it. But then now when people start asking about it, now nobody want to talk about it. Everybody quiet.
See, this is the 7 that everybody say they follow because they claiming Noble Drew Ali, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go. Here we go. like the beer commercial. Here we go. Oh, because this thing, everybody, your religion is like your mental matrix.
Mm-hmm.
Sonny Styles says she can't hear you, I guess.
We'll try to bring it a little bit closer. Let's see if that works.
You know, your way of life, your principles, that's like your mental matrix.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. A matrix is something that shapes what's in it. Everybody is in a matrix within a matrix within a matrix, just like the movie. So when you by yourself, your thoughts within your mind are a matrix. If you in a room with somebody else who's speaking their thoughts, now that room is like a brain, and y'all are like two thoughts in that brain, in that matrix. Because her thoughts and your thoughts are shaping both of y'all now. And if y'all take y'all thoughts out to a club, now y'all in a bigger matrix. So matrix is really whoever you around. This is why they talk about the garden. You're supposed to guard the garden because whatever go in it gonna grow. This is why we can't unify with anybody. We can't do that now. Whatever y'all talking about, and y'all don't even know who y'all is, because y'all just gonna be talking anything, and we gonna be hearing it. We gonna be around the vibration, and now those is thoughts that ain't even supposed to be in our matrix. Instead of the people who understand, changing your matrix so you can understand, you trying to change the people matrix who understand. So they just gonna withdraw. Like they think they got the answers. Let them figure it out. This is why I be saying free will, it ain't no real free will is an illusion. It ain't really no choice. Because every time you try and do something yourself that's not within the divine will, it's going, you're going to get them results back.
Yeah, it's automatically cut off. Everybody should know that. There's nothing you can do about it. It's automatically cut off.
Let me see. I'm trying to get to a couple of points of literature. This one is chapter right here, chapter 7. I'm gonna read this. The friendship of Jesus and Lamaz. Jesus explains to Lamaz the meaning of truth. Among the priests of Jaganeth was one who loved a Jewish boy. Lamas Brahmas was the name by which the priest was known. One day, as Jesus and Lamas walked alone in Plaza Jaganeth, Lamas said, "My Jewish master, what is truth?" Jesus said, "Truth is the only thing that changes not." Now, that's a bombshell in itself. Because either Noble Drew Ali was telling the truth in them prophecies or he wasn't. Because the truth don't change, everybody's supposed to have been looking at them prophecies. Or is he lying? This is why months ago I already said, before people can even start trying to hit it what I'm talking about, they got to start talking about Noble Drew Ali. Because everything I'm talking about is based off of him. I know I know the character ain't where people think it is supposed to be.
Right.
But you know I can go in this book and explain everything. So truth changes not. That's established. Wish I had a chalkboard. In all the world, there are two things. One is truth, the other is falsehood. And falsehood, that which seems to be. Now, truth is art and has no cause, and yet it is the cause of everything. See, some of y'all call this mysticism. Falsehood is not, and yet it is the manifest of right. Do you hear that? Falsehood is not, and yet it is the manifest of right. How can falsehood be the manifest of right? This is why people can't understand me. How can what he be doing be right? How he keep getting the answer? He not what I think this should look like and act like. It's because you looking at 8, 9, 10.
Right.
You just by the results, just by knowing the tree of life and looking at the situation, you should already know we in the higher realms. Right. This is the only thing to explain it.
Right.
Nothing else add up. This is why you don't understand, because you don't want to look there. Because falsehood is not, but it's the manifest of right. Because what caused it? You know what I'm saying? Whatever has been made will be unmade. That which begins must end. All things that can be seen by human eyes are manifests of art, are not, and so much pass away. Hear that? All things see that's manifest of art is not. So it ain't nothing but art and not. Truth is art and art is a lie. So what is not? And not is the manifest of art. They calling me not, bro. So what I manifested of, though? Yep. According to the results.
Yep.
It's the only thing that makes sense. And so must pass away. The things we see are but reflexes just appearing while the ethers vibrate so and so, and when conditions change, they disappear. The whole is truth. And that was and is and evermore shall be. It cannot change nor pass away. This is the rule we talk about. Lamar said, you answer well. Now, what is man? See, all that was truth. And Jesus said, man is truth and falsehood strangely mixed. Man is the breath made flesh. So truth and falsehood are conjoined in them, and they strive, and naught goes down, and man as truth abides. And again, Lamar said, you say a power. And Jesus said it is a manifest, it is a result of force, it is but not. It is an illusion, nothing more. Force changes not, but power changes as the ethers change. Force is the will of Allah and is omnipotent, and power is that will and manifest directed by the breath. Facts. Now look at our situation. We talk about so much the rule. Because that's what they talking about, the holy breath. Root word Raha in Arabic, the Ruh of Allah. Ruh al-Qudus, spirit of Allah. Breath also means spirit, inspiration, angel Jibril, protection, holy breath. They say the Ruh is to your spirit what your spirit is to your body. So a body with a spirit is dead. Ruh, spirit without the Ruh is dead. You can't see. You got eyes but can't see. You got ears but can't hear. You dumb, deaf, and blind. Holy Quran. It say forces the will of Allah and is omnipotent. And power is that will manifest directed by the breath. Wow. There's power in the winds, power in the waves, a power in the light and the stroke, a power in the human arm, a power in the eye. They either these powers to be and thought of Elohim, of Ain, or other thinking things direct the force. When it has done its work, the power is no more. Again, Lamar says, of understanding, what have you say? Jesus said, it is the rock on which man builds himself. It is the gnosis of the art and the not, the falsehood and the truth. You got to know it. You got to know it.
Yep.
This is why people can't fight a case. They ain't did to know how to fight a case. But they won't talk about it. Some people have done. It's levels. We find a lot of people find out as we go. These people trying, it seems to act Republican now. As each state is operating according, Republican principles. They got Chicago police studying the Fourth Amendment now. So they want illegal search and siege. And if y'all finna be honoring that, that's a game changer.
Islam. Islam.
You should never be worried about a traffic stop. Ain't none of them got a injured party for no traffic stop. What do you say? And Lamar said, of wisdom, what have you to say? And Jesus said, it is the cause that man is art, and that Allah and man are one. Wait, hold up this part. It is the knowledge of the Lord's self, the sensing of the powers of man himself. So, and Jesus said, it is the rock on which, they asked him what understanding is. Jesus said, it is the rock on which man builds himself. It is the gnosis of art and not, of falsehood and truth. It is the knowledge of the lower self, the sensing of the powers of man himself. They talking about that Kundalini animal spirit. When the story of Asar, Aset, Heru, Set chopped up Asar into all these pieces, and Aset went and got the pieces of his body, the 14 pieces, and buried them at the bottom of the river, and guarded them with a snake, a giant snake, the Kundalini.
Yeah. He
gonna wake up, the snake is guarding the, all our information is in this spinal, the brain connected to the spinal, and our sensory and all that. It's guarded. Whenever you ready, it's there. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Whenever you ready, they go to pieces.
Don't even recognize it. And y'all get it all the time. You don't even recognize it.
Yeah.
Y'all play them off as emotions. Don't even know what you're doing.
Yeah, it say the sensing of powers of man himself. And Lamar says, of wisdom, what how you say? And Jesus said, it's the conscience that man is art and Allah and man are one. So this is the true life we're talking about. 0 is the self or Allah. Man is at 10. And you got the different state into Allah. The lower self and the higher self. That naught is not, that power is but illusion, that heaven and earth and hell are not above, around, below, but in, which in the light of art becomes the naught. And Allah is all. Lamas asked, pray, what is faith? And Jesus said, faith is the surety of the omnipotence of man. The certainty that man will reach the deific life. What is they talking about? The deific life. What is they talking about? You know what I'm saying? Is they talking about 5 salats a day? Because Muslims make a pilgrimage to Mecca. They make a pilgrimage over east to the Kaaba. I'm reading a book, a series of books. I'm going to keep showing them to you. I'm reading a series of books that's talking about when you die, you got to get out the great fish nets and go east. And basically form a wormhole in the great fish nets while you in the boat of Osiris. Yeah, I know it sounds, that's how they described it, but it's broken down in the metaphysics in the book. Talking about the magnetic sphere. You know what I'm saying? The shit that y'all talk about block the sun particles. They talking about riding that thing in your soul body. Now all this sound crazy until you know the science, and then go back to the first chapter of this Circle 7, and he talking about once you defeat all the enemies or your foes on this plane, you got to go to the soul plane and defeat all them. And once you defeat them, then you go, you know what I'm saying, and back one Allah and open up into all the life and all that. Yep. And then you go back and read the papyrus text and the coffin text, and they talk about when you die, what I just was talking about, how you can go to get your own universe like Thanos and be God. Yep. Risen Osiris. Yep. And you escape at the northern lights, and that's why that green and they get that green hue, because you the risen. That's why Osiris green. It's a science. Every time you get you see that green hue in the northern lights, them Osiris is making it up out from the great fish nets. From the junction of the 2 rivers. Like Moses said in chapter 18 of the Holy Quran. And I ain't seen nobody talking about it. Like I say, Al-Qaeda gave it to me. the Root came and gave it to me. Bro, so I can see the papyrus text in Circle 7 or in the Holy Quran. What do you say?
They're going to say that's mysticism.
It is mysticism.
I know. That's what they scared of. That's what they don't know. That's what they've been faking.
That's why we showed, if you want to know about mysticism, go look at our other live on the Metanetta.
Islam.
Because you can't even claim the tree of life if you believe in it. How is you in Spear 4, 3, 2, and 1?
Right.
And you don't believe in mysticism. What is you even talking about? You can't even talk about the tree of life. Okay, he say, pray what is faith. And Jesus said, faith is the sure omnipotence of Allah and man, the certainty that man will reach his deific life. Salvation is latter, reaching from the heart of man to heart of Allah. It has 3 steps. Belief is first, and this is what man thinks perhaps is truth. Faith is next. This is what man knows is truth. Fruition is last. This is man himself, the truth. Belief is lost in faith, and fruition is lost. And then fruition is lost. And man is saved when he has reached deific life, when he and Allah are one. Like I say, I don't know what's in y'all mind. When in my mind is the papyrus text. When I'm looking at that. There's something else I want to show as far as a principle. Because these principles have. Jesus' principles more should have. I'm going to get to more before we get up out of there. And we in Holy Circle 7. Circle 7. This is what I want y'all. I'm going to go all the way. Well, let me see. I'm going to go all the way. Man's ideal is his God. And so as man unfolds, his God unfolds. Man's God today, tomorrow is not his God. The nations of the earth see Allah from different points of view. And so he does not seem the same to everyone. Man names the part of Allah he sees. And this to him is all of Allah. And every nation sees is a part of Allah, and every nation has a name for Allah.
Mm-hmm.
So when you hear say Allah, that's universal. Whatever your God go under that title is universal. Whatever your name for the supreme being is. While Moors arguing over the name Allah, I don't know. When all the literature they saying they follow Noble Drew Ali, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But we universal anyway. You Brahmins call him Parabrahm. In Egypt he is Thoth, and Zeus is his name in Greece. Jehovah is his name, is his Hebrew name, but everywhere he is the causeless cause, mystic, the rootless root from which all things have grown. When men are afraid of Allah, hold up. When they are afraid of Allah and take him for a foe, they dress up other men in fancy garbs and call them priests.
That's volume.
If I had some tea, I'd be sipping it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For all the Moors that want to talk about Christians around Christmas time, it's in the Bible not to celebrate Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's in the Circle of Seven not to dress up another man in fancy garbs and call his ass a priest or sheik or whatever you want to call him and do this other part. And charge the wrath of Allah by prayers. And when they fail to win his favor by their prayers, to buy him off with sacrifice an animal you paying with the donations.
Mm-hmm. Throwing money at the problem. Let's go. You can apply this to a whole bunch of stuff in your life.
This the literature, y'all. Because I'm the best, right?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all saying this ain't the literature? No, this the literature, bro. When man sees Allah as one with him, see, this your boy. This is your boy. Hold up. When man sees Allah as one with him, as Father Allah, he needs no middleman or no priest to intercede. He goes straight up to him and says, my Father God Allah. He then lays his hand in Allah's own hand and all is well.
Mm-hmm.
And this is Allah. You are each one a priest just for yourself, and sacrifice of blood Allah does not want. Mm-hmm. Just give your life in sacrificial service to all of life and Allah's please. Mm-hmm. So basically, that's telling you that each man, the whole purpose of anybody saying they follow Noble Drew Ali is to raise Hiram. It ain't to make him part of your old body politic.
Right.
Because
and
the Moors
off of him, like like he already ain't in the shape.
Yeah. Because all the Moors, we supposed to be a race of high priests. Every Moor. Mm-hmm. You are each one a priest unto yourself. Yep. Just for yourself. Not for nobody else, just for yourself. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The same way you the God for yourself. Right. Man, God is his ideal, ain't it?
Right.
Is God this day, ain't this God the next day, is it?
Right, but you hear all these people saying Islam. They saying it every day.
This is what I'm talking about.
That's
you not
Islamic. Right there.
How can you say Islam, but you not Islamic? Islamism, Islam, yeah. But no Islamic. Hold on to Islamic. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hold on to Quran and Allah.
Build the parts I want.
I'm gonna name myself after Allah, but hold on to Allah. Don't say it too much.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Straight gym, bro.
I'm about now. For all you people that hate my style. And for all you people who are just like three hard, it's all good. Somebody will see. Somebody check your boy out and get their life changed. A story. A story. Jesus attends how, and here he taught human equality. Now, peep the story. The fame of Jesus as a teacher spread throughout all the land. The people came from there and fought to hear his words of truth. At Beha on the sacred river of the Brahms, he taught for many days. And Ak, a wealthy man of Beha, made a feast in honor of his guests, and he invited everyone to come. So it's a public affair. And many came, among them thieves, extortioners, and courtesans. Courtesans are expensive prostitutes.
Right. Call girls, you know.
Right.
Yeah,
you know, thieves, extortioners, courtesans. You know what I'm saying? That's our type of crowd. For everybody who looking stupid. If you follow Noble Drew Ali, this your type of crowd. Because who you coming to? And Jesus sat with them and taught. But they who followed him were much agreed. See, the people who was already Moors, they are, and what you doing with them thugs and them, you making us look bad. Why you talking like that? They was much agreed because he sat with thieves and courtesans. And they upbraided him. Upbraid mean they try to check him. They say, Rabbani, master of the wild, this will be an evil day for you. The news will spread that you consort with courtesans, and men will shun you as they shun the ass. Because you know he it's Jesus. You know, the women, you know, they like him. You know, I can relate. So they like, why you sitting with them? But you got to look, in his mind, he not looking at it like that. He looking at it like everybody got a lower self. It's materializing in different forms for different people. That's why they name different shit. Thieves, extortioners, and courtesans. Everybody in their lower self, though.
Yeah.
It ain't no rank among them. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But
this is who he go. This is who he went to.
When you look and you see how these Moors, like what a lot of them do, is they all of a sudden they put their ass on their shoulders and then they start acting like, you know, what are we doing over here with these people? They do all the same shit right here. That's how motherfuckers see you coming a mile away. If you're in the literature, if you read this one time, y'all can see him.
Yeah. And you got to read
like and they told somebody else that they Grandmaster J, Grandmaster Flash of the nation. Okay. And all y'all supposed to just rock with him. And this motherfuckers ain't even told you everything.
And it is like, I'm not even really, like, I'm trying to like leave these people alone. I wish they'd just leave me alone. Everybody know what it is. Y'all do what y'all do. Like, whatever. Because this is why I put stuff out here. This is why I don't be feeling sorry for people. If you listen to me and then went back and did some other stuff, I'm not finna feel sorry. I told you.
Yep.
So Jesus sitting with the thieves and the courtesans, right? They saying he gonna be shunned, you know, like people shun the ass for all this. And Jesus answered them and said this. This is what he said. A master never screens himself for the sake of reputation or of fame. That's a major principle.
Yep.
Because we don't screen ourselves. We really private people. All this is public stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's just the mission. You know what I'm saying? The mission is first. I might not want to do it, but fuck it, I'm going to do it. So we don't screen ourselves. This is how I got to talk for the targeted audience, the blacks, to understand. Cool. Because all the more supposed to be a preacher to themselves already. These are but worthless baubles of the day. They arise and sink like arrows on a stream. They are illusions and will pass away. To what the thoughtless think. They are the new, talking about the rumors. They are the noise that people make and shout me and judge merit by the noise.
Yep.
Shadow me and judge what I'm doing by the noise it make that I'm doing it. Because you can't see deep. You in 8, 9, 10 of the tree of life. You ain't in 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
You're not looking at what is it actually. Okay, the result is Moors is getting nationalized. So Islam, fuck it. He in his own category. Leave him alone. Where did he lie? Did he lie somewhere? Or y'all just don't like the way he talk? Did he get violated? Do we got the right to talk? What you mad about then? Is love, true peace from injustice, right? Did we run out of the justice? Is we Wendy's? Can I get a few more packets of justice? No, we out of justice. You want some love? And I got enough. I want some justice. They out. Morris don't get it no more. That you and your lower self. The courtesan and thieves are children of my Father Allah. Their just as precious in His sight as yours or of the Brahmic priest. This is why I be saying, where the spiritual meet at? Because people be acting like they like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
the leader or something.
Judgment. That's what I'm
You're
saying.
right.
They put their ass on their shoulders because they already cast judgment.
Yeah.
As if, all of a sudden they perfect.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And this is what this story about. So he said they sold just precious as yours. Mm-hmm. And they are working out the same life sums that you have solved. You look at them with scorn. So they working out the problems of life. Mm-hmm. Then he said this. And some of them solved much harder sums than you have solved. You men who look at them with scorn. Some of them been locked up for decades.
Yeah.
Some of y'all can't be locked up for a week without violating your own law you said. Corporate contracts.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yes, they are sinners and confess their guilt while you are guilty, but are shrewd enough to have a polished coat to cover up your guilt. This is what I'm guilty of in the Moorish community. I don't cover up my guilt. I'm unapologetically growing. Mm-hmm. For the record.
It's long.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I don't feel ashamed for where I'm at. No, I'm growing like everybody else. Everybody went through the stages. Mm-hmm. Like, a nigga done? How you done? You still on this plane? This plane is school. You know what I'm saying?
It's long.
So how you all in my mission? Like what? Talking about my progress. Like, bro, ain't you supposed to be classes or something? So this what Jesus said, y'all. This your literature. Yeah, they sinners. So think of what this means. I'd rather sit with the sinners that's truthful than the sinners that's lying about it.
Trying to cover it up.
Yeah.
Act like,
they got all the reputation.
Right.
Now, who is that right now? The sinners right now is the blacks, right? All the Moors know everything and they competent. Every one of them. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yeah.
Who we go to? Is we trying to unify the Moors? Did we go sit with the Moors talking about let's do this? Or is we at the blacks? It's a lot of Moors doing some stuff right now.
Right, waking them up.
This is why I be saying, what's the mission? This is why it be inflaming me when people say Noble Drew Ali, and I know they lying. I'm like, that ain't the damn mission. Mm-hmm. You ain't read the literature? Mm-hmm. He say, look, suppose you men who sons these drunkards and these thieves who know that you are pure in heart and life, that you are better far than they, stand forth that men may know just who you are. Mm-hmm. Fucker, status on the record then. Ain't this what we say? He said, show some proof. Mm-hmm. Same thing I do. All right, prove it.
Yep.
Are you saying work?
Yep.
The sin lies in the wish, in the desire, not in the act. You covered other people's wealth. You look at charm and form, and deep within your heart, you lust for them. Deceit you practice every day and wish for gold, for honor, and for fame, just for your selfish self. The man who covets who lusts is a courtesan. You who are none of these, speak out. Nobody spoke. We in a situation now where ain't nobody speaking. Mm-hmm. The accusers held their peace. And Jesus said, the proof this day is against those who have accused. The pure in heart do not accuse. The violent heart who want to cover up their guilt with holy smoke of piety are ever loathing, drunkard, thief, and courtesans. The violent heart who want to cover it up are always talking about them. Mm-hmm. You always talking about, you know what I'm saying, this prostitute. And y'all know I get silly with it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
She always by the temple on the bus stop, thick as hell. What I'm supposed to do? Right. Damn me, man. I'm saying though, she dragging a wagon. What? Act like they don't. Act like people ain't people. When familiar's not around. Act like people not people. This is why I'm so likable to opposition. This is why every time I'm in the face of opposition, I'm so, you know what I'm saying? I'm so likable. Cause it's like this nigga just him. Like I can't help it. It's the truth too. It's just cause I ain't finna front for nobody. Morris think I'm just on Facebook doing this for them.
Yeah. No,
I'm getting pulled over by the police. I'm beating the case. I'm in the courtroom. Y'all know this color don't come off if I catch a case. Y'all know I will be in the courtroom with green help. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. All that went into account. All that went into account. Like, you know what? I could really do whatever I want right now. You know what I'm saying? As far as in my mind, this is what I'm thinking. I'm not saying I can, anything gonna go through. I'm saying I open my mind to the possibilities. Mm-hmm. This is how I can see the pyramid text in the Holy Quran, Circle 7, or the Holy Quran of Mecca. I know what it's talking about. I know what it's talking about when it's talking about going back to a certainty that's not unknown or uncertain. Mm-hmm. He said, this loathing and this scorn is mockery. For if the tinsel coat of reputation could be torn away, the loud professor would be found to revel in his lust, deceit, and many forms of secret sin. This sounded like Revelation. Mm-hmm. A lot of stuff being exposed. A lot of tinsel coats is gone. Yep. The man who spends his time in pulling other people's weeds cannot have no time to pull his own, and all the choicest flowers of life will soon be choked and die, and nothing will remain but darkness and birds. And Jesus spoke a parable, and this is why I keep saying, I hope these people leave me alone. Mm-hmm. This is why Noble Drew Ali, when somebody, want to attack you, flee, flee, flee. And if you can't flee, drop the word on them because you go into the lower realms. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And once you go down, it's like, you can get used to having fun down. It's work to be done down there sometimes. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You got to come back up. Yep. It ain't trying to be. I ain't supposed to be all the way down there all the time. Yeah. So I would appreciate you people to stop making work for me. Plus, you know what I'm saying?
That lower self, when you're down there, that's that slow time. When you at that higher self, it speed up. So time you can't be down there all day.
Yeah. I can't be pulling, you know what I'm saying? I got my own stuff. Mm. And Jesus spoke a parable. He said, behold, a farmer had great field. Now, peep this parable. He said, behold, a farmer had great fields of ripened grain. And when he looked, he saw that blades of many stalks of wheat were bent and broken down. So his grain was broke wheat grains. And when he sent his reapers forth, he said, we will know the wheat that have broken blades. They're not saving no broke bladed wheat stalks. Mm-hmm. Go forth and cut down and burn the stalks with the broken blades. After many days, he measured up his grain, but not a kernel could he find. And then he called and said to him, where's my grain? They answered him, according to your word. We gathered up and burned the stalk with broken blades, and not a stalk was left to carry to the barn. And Jesus said, if Allah saves only those who have no broken blades, who have been perfected in his sight, who will be saved? Right. And the accusers hung their heads in shame and went his way. And Jesus went his way. Everybody got a broke blade. Yep. Some of y'all coming in on the ass seeing, y'all seeing us talking about defending ourselves. So y'all think we the ones that do all the judging.
Mm-hmm.
We the ones that openly got a broke blade and are being condemned by people who act like they don't got a broke blade. So we expose the broke blade.
Right.
Like, stop fucking playing. Everybody got a broke blade, nigga.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This is one of the reasons. This is one of my character. That's why I act like this.
Mm-hmm.
Because people have made this thing so damn high, we can't reach the people no more.
Mm-hmm.
I done had a chick tell me they can't talk to me till I raise my vibration. I say, well, you definitely can't talk to the people because I'm competent. You just disqualified yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I can go
because they're trying to change the appearance, trying to do the grooming, you know.
Exactly.
Exactly. How you a sheik? You already going against the book.
Gonna show some more going against the book.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all finna get overdraw lead today. This chapter, and we ain't gotta read the whole thing. I'm gonna go down here. I'm gonna go down here. And Jesus stayed in Zoan many days and then went forth into the city of the sun, that men call Helios, sought admission to the temple of the sacred brotherhood. The council of the brotherhood convened, and Jesus stood before the Hierophant. The Hierophant is the leader of the brotherhood. He answered all the questions that were asked with clearness and with power. You hear how he answered?
Mm-hmm.
If he came on here, he wouldn't abda.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Status. What's your status? This. Mm-hmm. With an energy like and say it ain't. Mm-hmm. Act like it ain't. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So he said it with clearness and with power. The Hierophant exclaimed, Rabbani of the rabbinate, why come you here? They calling him Lord. Mm-hmm. Your wisdom is the wisdom of the gods. Why seek for wisdom in the halls of men? Mm-hmm. First of all, they just told you there's two different types of wisdoms. You know, the wisdom of the gods is the root. We just went over this yesterday. Mm-hmm. Sphere 4 of the tree of life. Wisdom. Wisdom of the gods. You got the root. Why you coming to learn about these processes and this, that, and the other? Right. You supposed to act like a god. Why you talking like, you know what I'm saying, the regular, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So why?
No, because you're talking to the sheep, so they say.
Jesus said, in every way of earth, like I will walk. Mm-hmm. This is what he said. In every way of earth life, I will walk. In every hall of learning, I will sit. The heights that any man has gained, these I would gain. Mm-hmm. What any man has sought, I would meet, that I may know the griefs, the disappointments, and the sore temptations of the man, that I may know just how to succor those in need. So he told him why he want to know the lower self. Because my brother's down there. Mm-hmm. What you mean? This is how they talk. This is how they act. Mm-hmm. I'm a competent version of them. You can't save them. You scared of them. Mm-hmm. So what is we talking about? Is we mad because people want me to stay in this realm? Because other people like it too? There's not the thief and the prostitute and the extortioner.
Right.
We sat with the thieves, the prostitute, the extortioners, and everybody else came to our table. Mm-hmm. Now they're like, hey, y'all know, and we're like, no, actually, this is the literature. Right. You know what I'm saying? So this is why he did it. He said, I pray you, brothers, let me go in your dismal crypts. I will pass this test. Master said, take then the vow to secret brotherhood, and Jesus took the vow to secret brotherhood. Again, the master spoke. He said, the greatest heights are gained by those who reach the greatest depths, and you shall reach the greatest depths. The guide then led the way and in the fountain Jesus bathed, and when he had been clothed in proper garb, he stood again before the Hierophant. Now, what I want you to pay attention to is this. The greatest heights are gained by those who reach the greatest depths, and you shall reach the greatest depths. So, for about 100 years, Noble Drew Ali been gone. And you've been having Moors. You had some Moors, whatever group, whatever, since Noble Drew Ali. And ain't nothing moved since Noble Drew Ali. All the while, you had some blacks since Noble Drew Ali. And they've been going through the most since Noble Drew Ali. So out of those Moors and those blacks, which one of y'all think reached the greatest depths? So why you think it's so important to wake up the blacks? Because the greatest heights are gained by those who reach the greatest. It's a reason the shit ain't moving, because y'all not the ones to move it. Y'all ain't been to the greatest depths. You don't even know how to be the case. Y'all ain't even changed y'all status. Y'all so scared of the courtroom.
The only thing they're trying to deepen is the bank account.
Yeah. Everything is about finance. And I understand finance to raise a nation, but not a sleep-ass nation. Status. And so, another thing. This is why they don't want to wake the blacks. Because right now, some people at the head, once the blacks get added to the body, they going to get shifted to the head, to the ass. And it's going to be a new head.
Bro.
Because the greatest depths are reached by, you know what I'm saying?
Yep, automatic.
It's people that know how to do process, like me. They done been in court a lot of times. They got experience. What we were just saying, what understanding is. Yep. Understanding is knowledge of the lower self. That means you did some dumb shit and you got some experience. Maybe you went to jail. Maybe you got your ass whooped. Whatever. You got some experience. You got knowledge of the lower of stuff that people are scared of, the lower self in some aspect. So you see, we in religious books, but it's a science to this. You know, I can go through the Moorish literature all day. Matter of fact, let me zoom on down. Let me zoom, because I'm going to show you the part of Noble Drew Ali that everybody want to claim. This is the only part of the Circle 7 Quran people know about. So most of these people know about. Chapter 47. And the reason why is this right here. Because they want to be the founder and the true possessor of the present Moroccan Empire. This is the only part of literature they're going to come and tell you about.
Yep.
That's the only part that matter.
Yeah, the rest of it, they ain't even studying it. They don't even care.
Yeah, they're going to claim all this. There's no way to change man from the nature of his forefathers unless his power extends beyond the great universal creator, Allah himself. They going to claim that, but don't say Allah outside of claiming this. What great universal creator, Allah? That's dogma.
Right.
Noble Drew Ali, you know what he's talking about. These whole divine laws are from the prophet Noble Drew Ali, the founder of the Uniting of the Moorish Science Temple of America. So who's saying Allah? Who's saying Allah's dogma? Knowing where it came from. It's plain as day. Can't nobody change your nationality unless they Allah himself. Holy and divine laws come from Noble Drew Ali. Who got a problem with it? for the record. And who riding with him so I can know to talk to you and never know what I'm saying, get you out the way.
Right. Islam.
This is what we mean when we say you claim it. Like, see, now people need to go read the whole book over and over and over. That's the culture. If everybody get popped when they talking, that's what they gonna do. They gonna say, you know what, I want to talk so bad, but let me go read all this stuff. And then they gonna start saying, you know what, hold up. Now I don't want to talk. Hold up. Now I see. Okay. Okay, now I see. All right. You know what? Let me slap my damn self. That's what it's going. When you really read it, that's that's what it's gonna come down to. Like, you know what? You know,
damn. Right.
You want to slap me because I need it. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like it. Right. That's how dumb you gonna feel. Like somebody slap me just so I can feel, you know, like I'm, you know, the bastard. Because I know I done fucked up.
Right. I need it. Crazy.
Somebody put my ass.
Right.
You know. Golly. I want to go no further, bro. What else I got to talk about? These the holy and divine laws from Prophet Noble Drew Ali, bro. So why is we arguing with anybody? And they say they follow the same law as us.
Well, you know.
Why is people saying we forcing this on them? And then everybody using Noble Drew Ali.
Remember, they picking what they want, bro. They picking what they want to use.
I done showed you Noble Ali done brought the Sufism. I done go definition of Wali. Hold up. Yep. Don't worry about it. What's I got on here? This is the James Traficant case I was showing the other day about economic slaves, people who ain't changed their citizen, their status. Talking about they are more. Your ass is the collateral. You paying the tax. You know. Divine warning, universal. We all about rights. Zodiac Constitution, which is in accord with Noble Drew Ali. I know people, some wars don't go by it, some wars do go by it. This is my Constitution. I know people will be talking about the Moor Science Temple and the Divine Constitution, and you know, people pretty much know how I feel about the present day temples as a whole. You know. That ain't my body politic. And Noble Drew Ali told you in the 2000s, the new Moors gonna come into their own. So what these people come today ain't my body politic. I go straight to the source. Noble Drew Ali is our Wali. He is our connection to the past. And let me see if I got Uwaisi up here. We would be considered Uwaisiyan, and it's referring to Sufis who have gained the Sufi spiritual chain from another Sufi without physically meeting them in this world. This is when you follow Noble Drew Ali literature, you are getting his spiritual chain. This is why you can't, you see it? Silsila is an Arabic word meaning chain, link, connection, often used in various senses of lineage. In particular, it means translated as religious order or spiritual genealogy, where one Sufi master transfers his caliphate to his spiritual descendant. So this is a chain. This is people who can intuit, sphere 4, and get the path. So by reading the literature, you spoil it. Why you think it's a big ass circle 7 on this? It's a circle 7 Quran. Your circle 7 is your mind, your mental. It's your 5 senses mixed with intuition and insight. That's your circle 7. So the thoughts come to you, you intuiting. Intuition, you intuiting the information. Now you see this Tariqa, Cecilia chain of transmission, Tariqa or pathway. guide us on the path. See, we got a certain pathway. Noble Drew Ali is our Wali. Let me see, where's our I had it up here. It might be on. This is definition for Wali. The Arabic word which can variously translated as master, authority, custodian, protector, and friend is most commonly in Islamic saint, otherwise referred to by the more literal friend of God. In the traditional understanding of saints, the saint is portrayed as someone marked by special divine favor and holiness, and who was specifically chosen by God and endowed with exceptional ability to work miracles. And the waking up black people ain't a damn miracle. Mm-hmm. So okay. Noble Drew Ali is the Wali. We going off his chain of trans or tariqa, his path. What else I wanted to show? Give me a second. I got so much stuff up here. Y'all see how much I be on? All these pages. So Noble Drew Ali is the Wali. We going off his chain of transmission on the path. The path is back to Allah. So we trying to get back to the source. We trying to get our original disposition. We trying to become one with Allah. We trying to get what we call in Arabic your original fitrah. That's the word I got up here. Hopefully it pop up. Fitrah. The state of purity and innocence Muslims believe all humans to be born with. Fitrah is an Arabic word that is usually translated as original disposition, natural constitution, or innate nature. This is what the path of Noble Drew Ali do. So we not ain't no religious freedom to rights. Ain't no religious test to getting rights, according to the free national constitution. These people, the Constitution for the United States of America. When you get status, we not saying because you are more, you gotta come under Noble Drew Ali. Excuse me. We saying if you claim a Noble Drew Ali, please read the literature and don't taint the pathway. Don't try to taint the pathway, because you're gonna put a chain reaction in you know what I'm saying? You're gonna cause something that to have to happen. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then all y'all gonna be looking stupid because y'all thought everybody was gonna just be nice about the ancestors getting disrespected and treated and used and abused.
Right.
Yeah, it's more than one Wali. So if you want to say somebody else, use somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Wi-Fi messing up a little bit. Hold up. End of time and fulfilling of prophecies. Okay. The last prophet in these days is Noble Drew Ali, who was prepared divinely in due time by Allah. Delegation of authority by Allah, to redeem men from their sinful ways, to upraise fallen humanity, and to warn them of the great wrath which is sure to come upon the earth. We in it right now. John the Baptist was the forerunner of Jesus in those days to warn and stir up the nation and prepare them to receive the divine creed, which is to be taught by Jesus. In these modern days, there came a forerunner of Jesus who was divinely prepared by the great God Allah. His name is Marcus Garvey, who did teach and warn the nation prepared to meet the coming prophet, who was to bring the true and divine creed of Islam. And his name is Noble Drew Ali, was prepared and sent to this earth by Allah to teach the old time religion and the everlasting gospel to the sons of men, that every nation shall and must worship under their own vine and fig tree and return to their own and be one with their Father God Allah. Sound pretty direct. The Moorish Temple of America is a lawfully chartered and incorporated organization. Any subordinate temple that desires to receive a charter, the Prophet has them to issue to every state throughout the United States, etc., that the world may hear and know the truth, that among the descendants of Africa there is still some such wisdom to be learned in these days for the redemption of the sons of men under love, true peace, freedom, and justice. We as a clean nation descended from the inhabitants of Africa do not desire to amalgamate or marry into the families of the pale-skinned nations of Europe. Neither serve the gods of their religion, because our forefathers are the true and divine founders of the first religious creed for the redemption and salvation of mankind on earth. Therefore, we are returning the church and Christianity back to the European nations as it was prepared by their forefathers for their earthly salvation. While we, the Moorish Americans, are returning to Islam, which was founded by our forefathers for our earthly and divine salvation. The covenant of the great God Allah, honor thy father and thy mother, that they belong upon the earth land which our Lord, thy God Allah, has given thee. Come, all ye Asiatics of America, and hear the truth about your nationality and birthrights, because you're not Negroes. Learn of your forefathers' ancient and divine creed, that you will learn to love instead of hate. We are trying to uplift fallen humanity. Come and link yourself with the family of nations. We honor all true and divine prophets. We honor all true and divine prophets. And once again, y'all see what the mission is. Come, all ye Asiatics, hear the truth about your nationality and birthright. You're not a nigga. Learn. You know what I'm saying? I don't see nothing about, we know we need finance, but that ain't the principle of the mission. You know what I'm saying? We know Moors, if Moors is good enough, if Moors is competent enough to make whatever, you should be competent enough to target the target audience, the blacks.
Yep.
The ones who've been in the greatest depths. The ones who you're looking for to do all the stuff you don't want to do. That's why y'all asking these questions. Who gonna do the militia? Who gonna be the police? I don't know how to defend myself. Who gonna do this?
Right.
I ain't never been in the great depths.
Right.
I ain't never fought a case.
Where I order my back signal so I can flash it in the sky so y'all can come running. Where I get the light from.
Bruh. So, this is what it is. We not racist. I'm not mad at you if you're a Moor and you got a Caucasian consort. That's on you. That your personal don't got nothing to do with me. Now, if you was coming at me saying he wrong, the literature don't say that we a pure nation and we don't win, like, then I'm gonna be like I really don't care about your person. You lying on me is putting me in it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, it's law.
I'm not finna let that go. I don't care who you is. Right. They finna see who you really is dealing with me. Because all I deal with is facts. So I already know can't nobody win. Because you ain't fighting me. You fight it's like once they want to come, when they come to me, I'm quoting Noble Drew Ali. Every word I speak is spirit. Because that's what I'm quoting in the literature. So it really is spirit when I'm telling it to you. These ain't my words. This Noble Drew Ali made all this. He said every word he speaks is spirit. This is why y'all can't win. Y'all not using the literature. I am. You think I think it's me because of my personality. I'm telling you it ain't me. I'm telling you I read the book. Get charged up. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. So for people out there, like I actually want to see more get together and do whatever they're gonna do. Like I'm not against y'all unity. I come out here and say for people, because I know a lot of people be wanting to be acquired about over here. So when I'm talking about as far as over here. We talking about our perimeter, our boundary, and how we see the literature. I don't care about what y'all do. Like I said, I would actually like to, you know what I'm saying, examine and see if y'all could produce something. That would be a nice test. You know what I'm saying? Part of the thing that the curse is we you know what I'm saying, we real super transparent with this thing. And we ain't finna sugarcoat it. So when we saying good stuff about you, y'all don't like it. When it's all facts. When we saying that the stuff y'all think is bad, then we the bad guy. It is what it is. Anybody got any questions about any of this stuff before we get up out of here? Mind you, we did a live earlier on Noble Draw in literature. So a lot of stuff I had to go over.
Yeah, and they all you should be able to get it. Because they both all the same day. So you got part 1 and part 2 all the same day.
And we know that we not the science temple, and we don't do stuff like the more science temple. And some people in the temple don't like it, and some of y'all do like it and don't want to say nothing about it, and it's behind, whatever. It's all good, bro. We own some more stuff, bro. We on to the next one.
Yep.
For y'all who we inquired to, we inquired. For whatever reason it didn't, know what I'm saying, we couldn't come to terms on the principles. We not compromising the principles for nobody. So it is what it is. Is it I doubt if there's any questions. They barely letting people see the video.
Yeah, no, I'm looking here. We don't have any questions in here yet. So Islam to everybody who did the Islams in the chat and stuff like that.
Peace, y'all.
Yep. Peace.